Hey everybody, time for the tricep pushdown or the tricep extension, depending on what you want to call it. I always call it a tricep pushdown. So, many mistakes are made on this exercise. So I'll show you some of the common misconceptions, and then I'm going to show you how to do it correctly first, but then I'll show you some of the movements that people make when they do this. So I select a weight fairly light. Don't pick a very heavy weight when you do tricep extensions, or pushdowns, I mean. Alright, when you're doing pushdowns, you want to isolate the tricep, and what happens if you put too much weight on there is a lot of people want to rock and push down, or their elbows flare out and they push down, and it defeats the purpose of the movement. So I grip the attachment, alright, and I pull all the way down to begin. Once I'm here, my feet are very close together, they're basically touching, and my elbows are tight to my body. And I just have a slight lean over the machine where the cable is almost going to run up and down my nose. But it's not going to, but it's right there. That's how close the cable is to my face. Alright? Once I'm here, all I'm doing is keeping my elbows tight to my body, and I'm bringing the machine back until my arms are parallel with the ground, and I'm pushing back down. Alright, mistake number one that happens if they're doing the movement correctly, as far as positioning of their arms, is that their elbows flare out. So my elbows are no longer tucked into my body, they flare out to the sides like this, and now I'm not pushing with my triceps as much anymore. So my elbows are flaring out to the sides. This is incorrect. Do not do it like this. You want your elbows tight to your body, chest up, and I'm only using my triceps. My elbows are very tight to my body. Alright, the next mistake people make is they bring it all the way up to here. So look at this movement. They're coming from here and they're coming down. And then they bring it all the way back up to here and down. What that's doing is it's taking the tension off the triceps. So once I'm here, my triceps are not even doing any of the work to hold this down. The reason I'm stopping at parallel is because my triceps are always engaged then. Once I come past parallel and I bring it all the way up to my face, I'm just holding on. My lats are now doing the work, my back, right? Not my triceps. So it makes it much easier and not effective. So I'm just coming right here, okay? The next mistake people make, and this is if they're really not sure on how to use this, they'll just grip up high and they just pull. This is not doing anything for triceps. This is almost like a lat pull down, but a really bad version of one. So you want to make sure you're doing the movement correctly and make sure you're not using too much weight. What happens if you use too much weight, even if you are doing the movement correctly, is what people will do is they'll really lean over top of the machine like this, and now they're using their weight to push it down also. That's, again, taking away from the triceps, and now you're just using momentum and weight to push the machine down. The other way you can use this, so you can do this either way. There's a pad here. I don't ever do it this way, but it doesn't matter how you do it. It's the same either way. The pad's here so you can bring your back against the pad, and now you can push down this way. Again, the cable is in the same position. It's right against my face. And my elbows are tight, and they're right next to my body. This might give you a better view of what I'm actually doing with my arms. So you can do that either way, but just make sure you're doing the movement correctly, and make sure you're doing it with the correct weight, because if you're not using the right weight on this, it makes the machine irrelevant for your triceps. You're not even going to use it the way that it's meant to be used. Alright, so that's the tricep push down.